I want to be sure. Okay, here we go. My God, beautiful day, Saturday. Yeah, look, there's bolts, there's eggs. How to handle bed, how to handle BCR, RCMP, city. How to handle the city. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. A man from the past.
From the past or the
2 weeks? Last week or 2 weeks ago? Time flies, huh? Last Monday. Matthew Hayes. So, 6,000 votes you got. That's a lot.
It's not bad.
No, that is a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
And what did you learn? What did you learn of running for mayor?
Oh, I learned lots of things.
I'm sure you learned a lot of things about the city too.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I learned. I learned a lot about how to conduct a campaign, and I learned a lot also about what people are looking for. I heard a lot of feedback from people about the campaign, and yeah, it's on the whole very positive.
If you had to do it all over again, what would you have not done?
What would I have not done?
Besides getting a haircut.
I probably would have gone with a haircut too. It's time for another one soon. I don't think that there's a whole lot that I could have done differently to have gotten more than 6,000 votes. I think that things were done just the way that they could have been done. I mean, you can always go back and say, oh, you know, in this context in the debate, I could have said this or I could have said that.
You did pretty good in the debate.
I think that I underperformed in all the debates, actually. Yes.
Really? I think you handled yourself pretty good. But hey,
I think I did okay.
But you're going against a master there, Brad Woodside.
If he's a master, well, that's up to him.
You know, I mean,
he's been around for a long time, and he knows the terrain.
So, no, the forestry one, that was boring. Oh my God, I'm still getting bad flashback.
You thought it was boring. I thought that it was it was different than the night before.
Oh yes, this was a lecture at the forestry complex.
Well, I wasn't trying to lecture at anybody, but we were given longer time to respond to questions. But it enabled the audience to know precisely where people fit on certain issues. So I thought that it was a nice contrast to the night before, where you basically had 60 seconds to do your thing. And I think both have their place. Both have their place.
What are you going to do in the next 4 years?
Well, you know, this summer I am now getting kind of thinking about what it is that I'm going to be doing. I've got some research work. I'm looking at the effect of the financial crisis on seniors and people approaching retirement, particularly in the United States. So oddly enough, a lot of people are leaving the United States. They can't afford to live there anymore.
Oh yeah, but I mean, a guy like you that just arrived here and say, okay, I want to be mayor, and like, you know, I want to be your mayor, trust me. The next 4 years, you're going to be in the public eye. You're a public figure now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that I was involved in a lot of things before, from the moment that I got
I didn't know you.
You didn't know me, but I knew you.
A lot of people didn't know. Oh yeah, you knew me. Everybody knows me for all the wrong reasons. But no, but now people know you. You're a public figure.
Yeah, well, I intend
to go down as a candidate that ran for mayor.
Yeah, I intend to continue to be involved, and if the opportunity presents itself in the future to present myself electorally again, who knows? Maybe I'll do it.
Maybe just for council this time, or.
Well, it depends, right?
Don't answer that. We don't know what the hell's going to happen.
We don't know, and it really depends on context and time and things like that. This was a good time for me to run for mayor, and it was not a good time for me to run for council. There were 5 other people running in Ward 10 where I live.
Yep.
And they were all, you know, there were several of them who were very good. And Leah Levesque won, and she's fantastic, and she's a friend of mine, and I wasn't going to run against Leah.
I didn't vote for her, I didn't support her, and I met her a couple of days ago, and she sounds like a nice person.
She's a fantastic person. You should get to know her.
Yeah.
She's really interesting. The other thing, too, is that, and the most valuable part of the campaign, I think, is that Fredericton had never had, in my experience of Fredericton, which is longer than since I moved here in 2007, I've come to Fredericton since I was a kid. But there's never really been a kind of discussion, public conversation about the future direction of the city and what we're doing here. What is this collective project we call Fredericton? And now there is. And that was the primary objective of the election. It would have been exciting to set the agenda for the next 4 years. But the ideas are out there, and it doesn't matter necessarily. It's good that they performed well at the ballot box, and I got 6,000 votes.
What I like about what you did, you and me, I'm Scottish. You crossed me once, and I don't talk to you again. You know I wrote the blog, I didn't support you, I put my support behind Brad Woodside. I thought that would be his downfall. But anyway, whatever I tell the public to support, it'll go away. It didn't work that way. But anyway, maybe that's why he got 6,000 votes. But you got 6,000 votes. But what I'm saying is, you knew I didn't support you, and then I seen you at the show gas, and after you finished your speech, I videotaped you, I put my hand to you, and you shook my hand. We're going by. I like that. If you would have been pissed off at me, you would have never shook my hand.
I don't think that you're particularly pissed off at me either.
No. I just look at the whole picture.
I disagree with your reasons for supporting Mr. Woodside, but I think those types of disagreements are political disagreements, and we can continue to have conversations about.
Yeah, and that's
generally,
why.
Generally, I think that that's something that's really important.
Yeah.
We all have disagreements about things, but what's really important is to continue the conversation.
Exactly, and to get to know a person like you. I'm starting to know you. I know you better than 3 months ago.
Yeah, and this isn't the last interview.
No, exactly. And then I could agitate you, like I agitate the mayor, and I could go on and on. Listen, we'll talk again.
We will.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good work.